What's going on, everybody? David here, and today we're going to talk about what is going on in Washington. But first off, on this channel, we talk about personal finance and traveling on a budget. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you can get future updates on my videos. All right, so from time to time, I do videos from my car. We are at a stay-at-home order, but I am an essential worker, so that's why I'm out right now. So I'm on my way home. So it's not I'm not violating any ordinances or anything like that. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Washington. And this is really important because you see all this stuff going on, but you see nothing happening as far as the second stimulus check. Will we have one? Will we have a second stimulus package? And so what we're seeing are these proposals. These proposals are coming out. And you have to ask yourself, why are we seeing these proposals? Why are they coming out? Why aren't they just voting on this stuff or sending it to committees? Well, right now they're in recess. They'll be starting back up, or at least the Senate will start back up on May 4th. And then, but the House can still do things. Just because they're not in Washington, D.C., they can still do things. And if they need to, they will come down and vote on something. So what we're seeing right now are these proposals coming through, $2,000 initially, and then $1,000 every month, and the ABC program, and the payroll tax waivers, and all these different things that they're throwing out there, right? And the way it works in Washington is they're going to put all this stuff out. So they'll send it to the press. The press will pick it up, and then they'll let us know. And then when they let us know, the people and the politicians, they're trying to figure out, where are these people? What do they want? Do they want another stimulus check, or don't they want another stimulus check? And so that's why they put that stuff out there. And so with the White House, it's no different. They're putting stuff out there. Although they're not part of the legislative branch and they don't have they can't put a proposal forward or anything like that, what they can do is use their bully pulpit to get their information out. So that's what they've been doing. And we've seen a variety of different things come out from the White House. We've seen them say, oh, we're considering stimulus checks, or no, we need to get everyone back to work, and we're interested in payroll tax waivers, and all these different things. They're putting everything out there, and they're gauging how people respond. So if they say, no, we're not interested in stimulus checks, they want to see how people respond to that. And if people start getting upset about it, which I would expect that a lot of people are probably going to get upset about it, then they're going to pull off that, and then they'll go a different route. And so they're just trying to find out where people are. And then they'll report that to Mitch McConnell in the Senate. And then Mitch McConnell will try to figure out how he's going to be able to not include that in the next stimulus package. So that's all they're doing right now. And so you'll see, and I like how in some of these articles, they just say the White House says. They don't say the actual person, right? Occasionally you will see, like the economic advisor Hassett, when he had his quote, he put it out there, basically saying that they are considering stimulus checks and they're looking at a variety of other things. And so then you'll see him just say the White House. So you don't know who that's coming from. It could be anyone within the White House. It could be the president. It could be anyone, right? But they don't want to put that person's name out there because maybe it's more of, if they're not for a stimulus check, they don't want to put it out there. They just want to see how people feel about it, or if people can jump on board. Or yeah, we're in a deficit right now, which we all knew we were in a deficit long before this whole situation occurred. We were in a deficit, and they still found a way to push money through, right? And one thing you need to think about, you never hear big business corporations saying, yeah, you know what, I don't want that money because we're in a deficit and we're going to pass this on to our kids, so I don't want that money that you're trying to give me. They will take the money. Even if it's a situation where the money was really targeted for other people, they'll still try to take the money. We just saw that. People who, bigger corporations were jumping in there. They had the advantage. They have a better reputation with these banks. They were able to get in there, get their applications through, and get some of this PPP money. And the only reason they gave it back is because they got embarrassed. Let's face it, they got embarrassed because their name came up and people were looking at this small mom and pop restaurant struggling to survive trying to get this PPP money, and then you have one of these big corporation restaurant chains and they get the money. So it's one of those deals where it's like, you know what? We don't want to be known for that, so let's give the money back. Let's do the right thing. Or the right thing probably don't even apply right off the bat. Let some of these smaller companies get in there. But you never hear that. But you always hear when it's money for the people, for the Americans, you always hear, yeah, you know what? Let's hold off. And you hear people buy into that as well. And they say, yeah, we don't need the money. I don't want to pass it on to my kids and all this. I get it. I understand that logic. But in certain situations, you need to do what you have to do in order to feed your kids today. I mean, that's the reality. So right now, all this stuff doesn't mean much. It's just they're throwing stuff out there to see where it will go. And so it doesn't have any bearing on, are we going to get a stimulus check or not? Well, they said we're not going to get one. That doesn't mean anything. The White House could say anything that they want. They're not the legislators. They don't get in there and hash out the bill. So they might have a lot of influence, and I would agree, especially in this administration, they do have a lot of influence when it comes to influencing the Senate, but they are not going to be in the room when it comes to figuring out exactly what's in that bill. So it's still looking good when it comes down to it. But basically what I wanted to say in this whole video, it's still looking good. And you're going to see this stuff bouncing around, but it's very important for you. And I on my website, I have a link. I'll post a link in this video, but on my website, I have a link, and go to that link. Find out if you do not know who your congressperson is. Go to that link, find out who your congressperson is, and send them an email letting them know that you're interested in getting a stimulus check, or letting them know that you're not interested or you don't need a stimulus check. So getting in there, letting your congresspeople know where you stand is very, very important. It's easy to do. So check out my website. I'll have that link there. You can click on it, just put your information in, and then you can find out who your congressperson is and get their contact information. Send them an email, give them a phone call, what have you. But get your voice out there. That's the way things work. That's the way big business does it. They get their word. They have lobbyists that will get their points across. Whatever policies that they want, they have lobbyists to do that. You have to be your own lobbyist. You need to get out there and let them know, hey, this is what I'm interested in. This is what I want you to do for me. This is why I elected you. This is what I want you to do for me. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that they're just kind of jockeying for position right now? The White House, the Senate, the House of Representatives, are they all kind of jockeying to see where the public is? Or do you think this is serious? Like the White House is saying, we're not going to give more stimulus checks, and that's just the way it's going to be. Let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.